I want to say thank you to everybody who decided to watch this video. I want to send a special shout out to my patrons and Twitch subscribers. You guys help me make this channel better. And I want to say, enjoy the show. guys some heads up. This is my website. It has the current YouTube stream. You can actually email me. Um, this is like, I'm just trying to make sure that I can put some things up, have my website out there, and yeah. Oh, it has my government name. I don't care about having people have my government name, because in the end, yeah. So that's the thing. If you actually take a look at it, the art is back. Let me just straighten this out way better. So we have the art, and I have to take the what's the name off of this camera. Oh, that's that camera. I have to take the filter off of this camera because, yeah, chroma key. Take that off. Okay, cool. You guys can actually see, the actual camera itself. Um, yeah. So I have almost everything done. I still don't know if I'm gonna do this as a pleated skirt. I still got a little bit left to go, but yeah, we actually have pretty much the whole thing done. Don't need to put any background. It's actually a lot when you think about this shit. Like, I've also kind of like, you know, did a few things the um with the characters and shit like that. As you can see, like, these are just like, I like the characters that I've done, the characterizations that I've done. And yeah, it's, I don't know. There are some touch-ups that I want to do, but I have to do them while I was doing it. Um, some different changes that I've done, things that I've added. So yeah. So yeah, this is the work. Um and if you actually want to purchase this work that I've done on stream, you can actually hit me up, contact me, just making sure that I get the final lines that I want to accomplish. And I don't know what I'm gonna do with this hand, but anyway. So yeah, that was the thing that happened. That was the thing that happened. Uh, anyway, guys. Anyway, how's everybody's day been? Like I said, I've been dealing with some shit, and yeah, it was not a pleasant day. I had to call off today from work, and yeah, that was the thing that happened. So I gotta do something with this hand. I have to do something with this hand. I don't want to just make it a fist, which I can. Yeah, I guess I'll just make it a fist. Because I have open hand here, open hand here. Um, have hands behind the back here. So mhm. So yeah, I actually just made a fist. uh oh, one of the things that I actually was able to watch today, while I had the day off between this shit that I needed to do, is I was able to watch the second season of Warrior Nun, and that was actually interesting. One of the things that I didn't get about the show is they kept calling out. If you saw Warrior Nun, you know that they kept that the guy who they played, who they said was an angel, they kept calling him as an angel. And I'm like, why don't you just call him what he is? A fucking alien. And they kind of allude to an alien, but obviously shit like that. A lot of I don't know if they just didn't want to say the word alien, but motherfucker was an alien. Motherfucker was an alien, and I don't know why they just didn't say that. And there we have it. We have the picture that I wanted to do. Again, I don't know if I want to put pleats in it, but it would look nice from pleats being right here and shit. It'll just give it a little bit more style and flavor, and of course the shading and shit like that. And yeah, I don't know. As you guys can actually see, I put several different hairstyles in the drawing. This is gonna be a bitch to clean up. This is gonna be a real bitch to clean up. Like, this is gonna be a bitch to clean up. Like, as you can see, I added a lot of character into it. But aside from me actually working on all of this shit, let's start inking, and let's actually start looking at videos, shall we? And let's go to this. All right, so let's do this because we just need that right there. All right, so let's start, shall we? So this has been on my list to cover for a while. So if you guys know, a lot of my content is red pill shit, and it's just like, it never makes sense to me the lengths that some of these guys go to just like shit on females, to shit on women, to shit on girls, to shit on anybody that they just like. I don't get it. It's one of those things where it's just like, you don't protest too much that you don't like women, and or the shitty behavior that you attribute to women. I know guys who act shitty that way as well. What is your problem, dog? It just, to me, it seems like a lot of them are just closeted. You know what I mean? They're just closeted, and they don't know how to deal with either their sexuality or their perceived, what they think is their sexuality. And I'm not saying that they're all like, not straight, but some of these guys, they may not be the horn dogs of masculinity that they think they are. They may be, in some cases, sapiosexual or demisexual, and they have they feel some kind of way about the way that they perceive themselves and all that other good shit. But this is just a douchebag that we're gonna actually cover, and let's see what this motherfucker actually has to say, shall we? if you have to tell somebody you something, chances are you're not that thing. But let's go. So, one of the things that I've always liked about these motherfucking channels like this, they tell the story as if they're the ones who actually wrote the story. But these are just Reddit stories. Like, that's all this shit is, Reddit stories. But let's go ahead and see why he's strong and successful. Shit. Let's see. So this is an email that he got from a subscriber. Let's go. All right, so one of the things that I'm doing right now while I'm listening to this bullshit, so there are certain things that I need to make sure that I take care of while I'm doing the art. So for example, this symbol right here, I forget what the actual symbol is called, but it's tetragram. It's something where it represents past, present, and future, and it loops a specific way. That's why I'm trying to actually get it the way that I want it to loop. And so I'm paying real close attention to it because it's important the way it's actually shown. But that's artist talk, but let's go. What's wrong with saying feminist, dog? It's okay. They're not gonna come and get you. The bad feminists aren't gonna want to touch you. But let's go. Okay. Wait. What? Okay. So, okay. Like, first of all, I'm never gonna get through this video if I keep pausing with this shit. Oh my god, it's 31 minutes and I'm only a minute into it, and he seems insufferable already. Basically, yes, there are some shit that people feel are a man's job as far as chores and a woman's job. But when you're an adult and you have to, I know, live on your own, sometimes chores are fucking chores you need to do. And I can guarantee you from the title of this video that while he's gonna say, oh yeah, she was doing chores and all this other good bullshit, he wasn't doing the chores that she had to do. But let's go. I'm preloading. Let's go. Tell the story. Okay, but that's the thing. This is what I'm talking about. That whole idea that only girls do shit or only women act a certain way. Nobody should stay in a relationship with somebody who doesn't respect them, be it men or woman or non-binary. It doesn't matter. Fuck, like, I wish these motherfuckers would actually understand that. One, respect is earned, not just freely given. Two, everyone should be respecting other people. Just like the guy should have respect from his girl, she should have he should have respect of her. It's not just I'm the man, you need to respect me. No, it's more of the, hey, you're a person that is deserving of some kindness, and the respect comes from the development of the relationship. Or am I just being, you know, preachy or know how to have a successful relationship? Semantics, right? Okay. So this is something that I actually agree with. Never put a person on a pedestal. You know what? You wanna know why? Because nobody deserves to be on a pedestal. And I'll tell you why. Because when you actually put people on a pedestal, you start dehumanizing them and start to see them as a goal, as a trophy, as something to accomplish, as a step to actually get to, instead of treating that person as just that, a person, somebody who you want to get to know. Not some goal, not some end game, not some fucking trophy that you have to make. Either be with that person or respect them enough not to treat them as a fucking trophy, as a goal, as something that needs to be put on a pedestal. And not only that, you guys know I'm not I'm not a I am definitely somebody who doesn't believe in deities. And I don't feel that you should show reverence to a person just because you like them or you care about them. You should show kindness to that person. But I'm rambling again. Let's go. I hope she never finds out that he's talked to this motherfucker. That would just no. All right, let's go. Okay, sounds pretty normal. She's not focusing all of her attention around you. That sounds healthy. That sounds real healthy, as a matter of fact. But let's continue. That that's true, dog. To an extent, yes, it's true. What's the problem? Like, okay, let's go. You're fucking doing a political channel. Your views are out here to the world to know. You dumb fuck. Like, what are you talking about? You're doing a fucking political channel right now. This is policy. This is talking about the way you think the world should actually be. Yes, you're filtering it through a story, which I suspect may be a Reddit post, but you're literally talking politics right now. Because you're talking about the policies of people's lives. But let's go. Now, I, okay, pot calling the kettle black. I would tell him to speak the fuck on with all this, stop this whole preamble shit. But again, I do this shit too. But like, no, this whole thing about I don't talk about politics. What do you think What do you think you're doing right now? You're talking about politics, though. You're talking about how feminists don't like what you're saying, and feminists are driving men crazy. You're talking about politics. That's just politics. But let's go. Dude sounds a little paranoid, don't he? He sounds a little paranoid, don't he? Like, you sound a little paranoid, man. If you ain't doing nothing against the women, then you fine. I I don't. Okay, let's go. Wait, no. He wouldn't have had a fiance at that particular time. You dumb fuck. Stop. Stop it. Stop. No. Stop. What he should have done is addressed it like, hey, it seems as if you're making like offhand comments like, are we good? That's the conversation that you had. You start saying, are we good? The comments that you're making kind of seem accusatory. Sounds like some accusations. Are we good? That's the conversation you have. Not the, hold on, you need to set her straight. No, you actually have that conversation about how, is things working out well. But let's go. It obviously bothered him because you keeping track saying, of course I do more work. No, it bothers you, dog. Have that conversation. And don't have a conversation in like, oh, look, you're complaining about this. Now I get to complain about that. Like, yo, like, dude, it fucking bothers you. Have the conversation. It's okay to have a conversation about shit that bothers you. And maybe that's a lesson that I had to learn as I became more and more mature. I know it's a lesson I had to learn as I became more and more mature. But it's just like, it bothers you. All right, let's go. No, trust. Tell us, please. You tell us what types are known to make the guys feels like he's the bad guy. Like, can you inform us? Can you tell us? Let's go. Let's go. Stop being a coward. I thought you were a strong and successful male. Strong, successful males don't mind naming names. Ain't that right, Kanye? All right, let's go. Let's go. What does he mean check them? Like for real, what does he mean by check women? I'm very curious about that. Does he mean like, hey, address the problem when it comes up so it doesn't fester and boil? Or does he mean like bitch, shut the fuck up. Like I don't know which does he mean by check. Okay, let's go. What again? What does he mean by check? Like he hasn't given a phrasing to that. Like he says check. Like okay, how am I supposed to check this woman? Like right? How am I supposed to check this woman? What am I supposed to do to check her? Like again, am I supposed to put it in a fucking? Shut up! Shut up! All right, let's go. Let's go. Don't go to a poetry club. Bitch, speaking poise. Speaking poise. Stop rhyming. Don't use iambic pentameter. Okay. Alright, let's go. Oh god. This is irritating. Let's go. You know that doesn't happen, right? You know that doesn't happen, right? Like, that doesn't happen. Out of like 70 years, she does it all around and turn around and say, "Oh, because you're a guy, you can't do nothing right." That's not a thing that happens, man. This sounds like one of those Reddit stories where people just like, I straighten around and then everybody clapped. All right, let's go. Oh my God, you guys can't hear it. Let's go. Let's go.
After one of her club sessions, she came home with another lady. We'll call her Kelly. I was cooking dinner at the time, and Ann said that we were working on a little project together and wanted to finish up. I didn't really mind and ended up making dinner for all three of us while they worked on whatever it was.
I mean, like, if he was pretty feminist about it, right? Maybe something else could have happened. I'm just saying. Let's go.
While I was in the kitchen, I kept overhearing them talking, and Kelly was saying things like women deserve more, and that marriage was just a modern-day version of, wait for it guys, slavery.
I mean, like, some of us don't like the whole marriage thing. I don't know. Let's go.
I was a little shocked about that, but didn't say anything. She's saying this in your house while you're there cooking dinner for all of them? She's testing you, my man.
Wait, what? How is that she's testing you? No, some people actually just believe that. Like, you know marriage doesn't define a relationship, right? You know it doesn't define the benefit of that relationship. It's just a fucking contract. Right? It's a legal contract. Let's go.
And she wants to see, what will this guy do? This is the girl, and girls like this that your girlfriend, your fiance's hanging out with. Is it any wonder that she's changed, picking fights, starting drama? I ended up serving dinner, and while we were eating, Karen kept making little snide comments about how terrible men were. Trying to be polite, smack. What do you mean you're trying to be polite? She's in your house, you cook food for them, and she's making snide comments.
Yeah, just because somebody's making snide comments doesn't mean that you have to be an asshole to them. That's a thing that doesn't have to happen. You don't have to just be an asshole because somebody's making snide comments. Dude, you're doing the thing. You're fucking doing the thing. This whole video, and again, my fault guys if you guys didn't hear it, but this whole video, he's talking about how the woman feels entitled to this and a woman feels entitled to that. He is literally doing the entitlement that he's accusing a woman of. You're in my house. You should be treating like, yeah, people get fucked up ideas about people that they're with. But like, again, what are you supposed to do? Hit the chick with a salad fork? Like, bitch, you're gonna eat my salad in this house and you're gonna like it being made by the fucking patriarchy. Like, that's not how that works, dog. That's not how that works. Oh shit, let's go.
She's trying to put a wedge between you and your girl. She's angry, and therefore she wants other women to be angry and poison their relationships. Misery loves company. I asked her if she was married and found out that she'd been divorced for about 5 years, and from what I could tell, she thought her ex-husband was the root of all evil.
So she has PTSD. She has PTSD. Okay, so she has PTSD. You just explained it. She has PTSD. Okay, and?
Imagine that. She's divorced. Big shocker. And she thinks her husband's the root of all evil. I'd like to hear his side of the story. Now, she wants to poison any other potential good relationships because, again, like I said, misery loves company. I probably shouldn't have said anything to her because once she built...
How do you know that? Why do you not think that something else bad could have happened in a relationship that she feel like that? Maybe she had some issues when she was assaulted. Like, you don't know. You just think, oh, she's miserable, so she wants everybody else to be miserable. Dude, you just come off like... Who broke your heart? Like, that's what this shit comes off like. This is the same guy who's like, yeah, I don't have any kids, but I have nieces and nephews. I wonder the fuck why. Let's go.
Built up a little steam. She went on a rant about how men were always taking advantage of gals and that they should, and she said that the only reason I wanted to marry Anne was so I could have a house slave. No, you should have said things because it's your house. If you were a guest in her house, you wouldn't be stirring up stuff, but she's doing it because she sees you as the enemy. And she...
Okay. Now, if she goes on a tirade like that or a rant like that, my first question again is, who hurt you? What happened? Why haven't you talked? Can we get you some counseling? Can we get you, I know it's been a scam, but can we call better help for you? 988 is a number that can actually help you. If you're having a mental health crisis, which it sounds like this woman is having a mental health crisis, you know what, it will go a long way. It's just like, hey, do you need to talk to somebody? Hey, do you need, then she won't start seeing men as all just the patriarchy and bad like that. She may have some mental issues going on. But look at me, bleeding hard lip, right? Let's go.
He wants to cause problems. At first, I didn't say anything, and I was waiting for Anne to defend me, but she didn't. To her credit, she didn't agree with Karen either, but this was a person that I brought into our home, and she brought into our home, and when I was attacked, Anne didn't defend me. It made me wonder if this was how she really felt.
Oh, okay, so, you can have agency and say something. You can have agency and say, hey, yo, is it okay? What's going on? Like, she probably, the chick in the whole thing, the fiance in the whole thing is probably like, oh shit, what the fuck did I just bring home? I thought we was about to have some fun, but she on that whole bitter woman shit. You don't know that may have been the case. She probably thinking yeah, we about to get a threesome going on. Oh, this bitch. Oh, she gotta go talk about Paul, her ex and shit like that. Probably mad as hell. Man, starting to get... And I know, okay. I know I'm looking at it as a way of joking about the whole threesome and shit, but guys, if you had somebody in your house like this that was tripping like this, my first instinct wouldn't be to oh yeah, this bitch, let me go up and slap a few, like I'm a pimp named Slickback or some shit. But no, my thing is you okay? Hey, you need somebody to talk to. We can call a counselor. We can get you set up. Irrational hatred of men or women is a sign that you may need some counseling. You got some issues, man. I think you need some counseling. All right, let's go.
There you go. So let's review. He was with this girl for 7 years, and he talked at the beginning how great it was. 3 months. She's with these harpies, and this is how she's acting. In fact, even a month after being with him. So this tells me she is very susceptible to other outside influence. She's easily manipulated.
What are you trying to say? That she gonna cheat on him because she, may have found some empathy with somebody else? And that's the thing. A lot of these motherfuckers don't understand the concept of empathy and how empathy can fuck you up in the end. But in the beginning, it's you relating to somebody that had a fucked up situation. But all right, let's go.
This is a problem, and I'm going to talk more about this at the end of the story here. I would have thrown her ass out right away, and honestly, I would have thrown the girl out too.
Notice he's talking about throwing his fiance out after 7 years because of this shit. After a 3-month issue, 7 years because reasons. Yeah, he's not bitter about women. No kind of way. He's not bitter at all.
She's not defending you. She's letting this witch. She knows darn well how good you are to her. But she's allowed these witches to poison.
Yeah. She knows how good you are to her. That's why you should be with me. Fuck that bitch. I'll let you cook and clean for me. That's how that shit sounds. It sounds literally as if this man is like making a play that's like, nah, that bitch don't deserve you. We should go talk. You got me the email. You got the email. You can know how to contact me. That's how this motherfucker is sounding for real. For real. He is sounding like she's not good enough for you. But I'll let you be my housewife. That's what this motherfucker sounds like. But let's go.
In her mind. When nobody said anything, I think Karen took that as acceptance of her words and continued. See? That's why you got to check them. That's why you got to stand up. Now, I'm not very excitable. I think I'm a pretty laid-back person. I can get along with just about anyone. The next thing that tumbled out of by the way, her name is actually Karen, but I'm saying Kelly because, believe it or not, YouTube doesn't like it when these videos say that word. I kid you not, because now it's a term that's considered indecent or...
Oh, shit. Oh, God. She's ruined the name of Karens have ruined the name in YouTube across the board. And fine, if they have a problem with you saying somebody's name, Karen, like, dude, like, okay, and do you believe in what you're saying that you were doing without money? And I know I'm talking. I came on here asking to see if you guys can actually help donate to the stream or join my Patreon or help me get 1,000 subs so I can start making money off of YouTube. But like, damn, like, is it really that serious? Is it really that serious? All right, let's go.
Offensive, so I'm just keep saying Kelly. The next thing that tumbled out of Kelly's mouth changed that. She looked at me and told me that I should apologize to Anne for taking advantage of her, and if I really loved her, I would start carrying my own weight around the house instead of making her do all the work like it was the 1800s. Wait a second here. Didn't he just say earlier he does pretty much all the cooking, laundry, housework, chores, maintenance, yard work, all that?
So it could be somebody lying somewhere. Either him with the story or all this other good shit. If somebody lying or somebody just don't know. Again, if a woman is making this assumption that you're just treating your woman like that and she doesn't know, maybe it's some time that she needs to speak with somebody. I mean, like, if she don't know, she don't know. And if somebody is lying, somebody is lying. But let's continue.
So how is it the 1800s? How is it that he should apologize for making her do all the work? Can you say that she is seeing what she wants to see? I went from 0 to pissed in a fraction of a second. I asked Anne if this is what she had told Kelly about me, and she denied saying anything like that at all. She seemed almost as shocked as I was. Then Kelly started telling Anne that she didn't have to hide the truth because modern women didn't need a man for anything.
Okay, so clearly, this woman has some issues going on. And the first thing you do is like, wait, what? You told this bitch that I don't do anything around the house? And then your fiance says, I ain't tell her that. She kind of on that other shit. Then you like, I don't know. Maybe because I'm more mature than this motherfucker, I know how to handle things. But
this is the woman that's divorced and miserable. I had enough. I can put up with a lot of things, but being attacked in my own home isn't one of them. I got up and told Karen it was time for her to leave. This is where things started to get surreal. Kelly, I keep mixing up Kelly and Karen. Kelly told me that I can't kick her out because it was Anne's home too. Bullshit. You either get out or I'm going to be physically kicking you out. And
there he goes. He just want to whoop on a woman. That's what it is. And that's what he means by check. He wants to whoop a woman's ass because he's a strong, successful male. He feels that that's how a strong, successful male acts, by whooping a woman's ass, because, he's not insecure with his masculinity at all because he's a strong, successful male. I'm going to start doing that. I'm just going to I'll make a channel that's like big dick energy. Fuck. I can't do that because I really do have a big dick. I'm I'm gonna okay, I'm gonna say master artist, comic book artist, some shit like that, you know. And maybe people start believing that shit because I'm already a master artist. But let's go.
I was trying to get Kelly to calm down and telling me that she didn't mean what she said. She's defending her. I was already pissed by hearing Ann.
Oh, okay. So maybe she has the compassion to say, like, man, maybe she kind of like, you know, maybe she needs some help. That sounds like a good person, a good response to being accused of just being one of the bad men and shit like that. But let's continue.
Trying to defend this harpy clicked a switch in my head. I told her that she was welcome to leave with Kelly, and at that point, I don't care if she stayed or left. There was a lot of screaming by Kelly at that point about how I was just another example of the patriarchy trying to rule women, and I had enough. You know what I mean? Standing up for yourself in your own house where you're being attacked, that's ruling. Get the hell out of here. I went to the front door and told him to get the F out of my house. Anne was crying and tried to apologize for Kelly a few times, but I had heard enough. I told them both to get out under their own power or I would make them leave.
Man, it's almost as if she knows old girl is having a mental issue and she's apologizing for the shit. And dude is like, if somebody would have told me that shit, I would have laughed the fuck out of him. Like, ha. Wait. You think I don't do work around the house? Okay. Want to bet? Like, want to bet? Cool. Great. So, I will need you to talk to somebody. Maybe that's just me. Maybe it's like accusations about shit. It's like the same type where, you know, you get the people that's on YouTube. Oh, you're a fat. It's like, bitch, I know what the fuck I do every morning or every other morning. What makes you think you know me better than me? But, you know, validation and shit like that, right?
Good for you, bro. Good for you. It took a little while to open up your mouth. And back to the whole religion and politics things. Like I said, I don't go around talking about this stuff because it brings unnecessary drama. And I like drama in my life. But if someone is doing something to attack me, you bet your ass I'm going to speak my mind about whatever that subject may be, politics, religion, whatever. But good for you for standing up and good kicking them out. That's the right move. But this saga has not come close to ending. This is really when the entertaining part starts, guys. I can still hear Kelly cussing at me as I closed the door. I had no idea what had just happened. I might have been in shock. How could Anne take the side of a lady she had known for about 3 months over a relationship of more than 7 years? I had no idea what was going on, but I knew I was mad as hell at how I was treated in my own house. You're damn right, and you have every right to be mad as hell. It was almost 3 hours later when I got a call from Anne's dad asking me what was going on. I guess Anne had gone to her parents' house and told them I threw her out, but she didn't tell them why. Imagine that. If they knew
Yup, you mad? I'm gonna tell my daddy on you. I'm gonna tell my daddy on you. Tell your daddy. I don't give a fuck. When I tell him what you did, he's gonna be on my side because, you know, we both got penises and he's gonna believe me over you, even though, like, yeah, I kind of kicked his daughter out, even though I said I'll take care of his daughter because, you know, we about to get married and shit like that. Like, let that had been my child. Be it man or woman, it's like, you say you was gonna be decent to her, or decent to him for the rest of your life. And then instead of addressing the fact that this person may have some mental issues, you go and kick my child out as well as this person that has mental issues. This chick may flip out with a knife and shit. But no, okay, of course, because reasons.
the real reason why, the truth, then you probably wouldn't have gotten a phone call. I agreed to go over and talk to them. I love her parents. They were like a second set of parents to me. Her father and I spent a lot of time together. He's a mechanic, and one of his hobbies is restoring old cars. I would go over to his garage and help him, and he's taught me a lot of useful skills when it comes to car repairs. As an example of the cars he works on, the project he's in the middle of right now is restoring a 1969 Camaro. It's been a lot of fun working on it with him. Dude, that's awesome. That's great. You have a great relationship with the parents.
Didn't date her dad. Marry her dad. Oh, wait. No. Okay, let's go.
Father, and that's badass working on a 1969 Camaro. Anyway, when I made it to the house, they were all sitting at the kitchen table when I walked in. Anne was crying, and her parents had confused looks on their faces when I sat down. Her mom asked what was going on. Anne started saying things that didn't make any sense. She said that she thought I was taking advantage of her and treating her like a servant. Did she think that, or did Kelly put that in her head?
He is mad, man. Did a Karen get his ass? Did a Karen get his ass before? Karen must have got his ass. All right, let's go.
amongst the other harpies. That shocked all three of us. When her mom asked what she was talking about, it was like listening to Kelly all over again, and that somehow I was the reason for all the evils of the world. Her parents were just staring at me in confusion. Her dad asked me what was going on, so I told him how things had been going before and after she joined the poetry club. I suspected that things Anne was saying was a result of her new friendship with Kelly. Her mom, bless that woman, looked at her daughter and asked her if she's been taking drugs.
Like he is getting a rouse off of this shit, boy. Yeah, this bitch is about to learn her place from her own parents, no doubt. All right, let's go.
Actually laughed out loud at the look of shock and then anger on Anne's face. Anne was angry at her mom's question and that she said she was not on drugs. Then she said that until Kelly had pointed out how she was being used as a little homemaker, she never realized how unfair it had been for her. She is about to see what unfair is, guys. Her mom was just shaking her head and asked her a few questions. She asked her if I treat her well, do my share of the work around the house, and if I've ever abused or cheated on her. Anne admitted that I did treat her great and that I did all my own work around the house and I had never done anything to hurt her. And yet, he's being treated like the root of all evil.
Oh, okay. So, for one, like, I'm seeing red flags all over the place. I'm sorry. It's like, if she run into her parents, it's something else, man. Maybe, okay. Maybe I'm just not seeing the shit. Maybe I've not fallen down on my head enough to, like, just see, like, a lot of this shit seems so fucking childish. To me, that's what a lot of this shit seems like. But maybe. All right, let's go.
Again, my big issue with this girl is how easily manipulated she was and susceptible to influence. You don't want to be married to someone like this, and I'll talk more about that at the end. Her dad had been mostly quiet until then, but asked her if she was sure she wasn't on drugs. Doubling down on the drugs. That only made Anne more angry. She went off on a little rant about the patriarchy and how men are always oppressing women. I'd never seen her mom angry before, but that last part woke up the tiger inside.
Okay. And she said she was how old? 32? I swear to God, man, it seems like these people have lived, like, it seems like these people have lived an incredibly charmed life. Like, all of them. Oh, yeah, working on his Camaro and all this, like, it seems as if the guy, especially if he's a homemaker, and if she's a homemaker and he doesn't go to work, she doesn't go to work, it just seems like these are some, you know those whole terms of first world problems? Yeah, this is definitely first world problems. All right, let's go.
She yelled at Anne. She told her that she had a man that was behaving and loving her like most women would want, and she was trying to run away from me with a bunch of, in her words, not mine, effinist bullshit. Good for her mom. Her mom is clearly old school. To that, Anne said she just wanted our household to be equal in everything. Her dad asked me what I was going to do, and I sat there for a little while thinking about our entire relationship. I gotta be honest, bro. After all this shit, I would have walked. I'm a hard ass.
By the way, strong, successful male, how many long-term relationships have you had? How many long-term relationships have you had? Can you tell us? Can you do a keyway and tell us how many long-term relationships have you had? Can you? Let's go.
Yes, I've learned. I'm 44. I would have been done. Okay.
Oh, he's 44. Oh God. Look. There are, I'm 40 now, and there are a lot of things that I've dealt with being 40 and all that other good shit. But, I just putting a woman in her place, I've gotten old enough to realize that, one, nobody has a fucking place. Nobody has a place. Secondly, it's not worth my energy to put somebody in their place. Thirdly, I have this thing called human empathy, and what is somebody's place? I'm lost with that. Because somebody try to put me in my place, oh, we gonna fucking have an issue. But I guess let's go.
And I think the majority of guys watching this, at this point, after all this, how well you've been treating her, would have walked permanently. But everybody's different. How you handle this afterwards is definitely entertaining. But that had been me. I would have walked. So I loved Anne and her family. I didn't want to lose her or them. But there was no way that I was going to stay in a relationship where I was going to be painted as the villain in my own house simply for being a man. Good, correct. I said as much, and Anne seemed confused, and so I cleared up for her. I told her that if she wanted everything to be equal in the house, that's what we would do. If she didn't want to do it, we would just end the engagement and say goodbye. Good for you. Making her know that we're going to do this, and if not, adios. I'm out of here, and I'll replace your ass.
Something tells me he's not replacing anybody's ass. Okay, yeah, sure. Let's go.
I don't think she ever considered that I would put the option of ending our relationship on the table, but it seemed to shock her out of her indignation. What I tell you guys about the power of walking away, making it clear and making them know that if you cross me or a number of things you may do, I'm out of here, the relationship's over. Right there, like that. Shocked her right out of it. She tried to apologize, but I wasn't having it. I asked her directly how being around Kelly for 3 months could have thrown away our 7 years together.
It was something going on besides just being around one chick. I can tell you that now. It was something going on besides just being around one chick. That's the reason why. All right, let's go.
She was saying that she wasn't trying to throw our relationship away. Bullshit. Or maybe she wasn't trying, but her dear good friend Kelly most certainly was. She just wanted to be more equal. Her mom was angry and called her an idiot. Man, I'm loving her mom. She said that women are always complaining they can't find any good men and will treat them with love and respect, and when they do, they try to run them away. Her mom got up and left the room in a huff. Her dad told Anne she was making a mistake before getting up and to go talk to his wife, leaving Anne and me sitting at the table.
Okay. I don't know why my stream didn't update with the actual thing that it was supposed to update with. So let me just update the name that's on the stream. But yeah, no, like it sounds as if that there are some issues going on. Okay, and I don't. This is weird. How long have y'all been engaged? What exactly? It's weird. I don't know. I don't know. It just seems weird that this story is like this. And it just seems like a made up story. That all of a sudden the dad is going to agree with you. And and the mom is going to say, you feminist, you listen to that feminist trash and all that other good shit. I don't. It just seems like, and then everybody clapped. But let's continue.
She seemed confused about what was going on. There's a whole lot of confusion, yes, going on in her pea brain head of hers. I told her that she
Stop talking about that man's fiance like that.
she wants equal in the house, she will get it, and I meant about everything. She asked me what I was talking about, so I let her know all the things I've been doing in my role, like car maintenance, yard work, house repairs. They'd be split evenly from now on. I also told her I would no longer be doing most of the cooking. Everything was now going to be split right down the middle. I'm not sure if it was her anger or indignation, but she agreed, saying that women can do anything men can do. Fine, you asked for it, you get it. That was a Saturday evening. We ended up going home and didn't really talk the rest of the night. When I got up on Sunday, I sat down with a cup of coffee and started making a list of all the household chores. I knew I did more around the house than she did, but until I wrote everything down, I had no idea just how much more I did. When Anne came out to breakfast, she found me finishing my breakfast that I cooked for myself and asked if there was any more. I told her that from now on, she'll be cooking herself because I don't want to hurt her feelings by not making things equal in the house. She just said, fine, and went and made her own breakfast and joined me at the table. I shared the list of household chores with her and told her we would no longer have gender-specific tasks and that she was going to start pulling her own weight around the house with everything.
Okay, that just sounds like being an asshole. All right, I guess. So let's go.
I'm not sure what she thought was going to happen, but she agreed, saying that that's what she wanted because she's a strong, empowered woman. Basically, what we ended up doing was I would clean up after myself and she would clean up after herself. Since I already did that, it didn't really affect me at all. So over the following month, that's what we did. Where we live, the grass grows pretty fast and the yard needs to be cut about twice a week. Normally, this was something I always did. Our yard is just over an acre and I have a push mower. Great exercise, by the way. Dude, mowing a 1 acre property with a push mower? Holy shit. Can't wait to see her do that.
You act as if women can't do that shit. Okay, let's go. Of course, strong successful male here.
We decided that we were going to take turns mowing the grass, so I ended up with each of us mowing once a week. On the days that one of us was mowing, the other person would handle things like vacuuming the carpets and cleaning bathrooms in the kitchen. Since I already did those things, the only thing that happened in my life was I didn't have as much work to do. I still remember the first day Anne had to mow the grass. I started my chores in the house, and when I finished, I went to the back patio with a glass of iced tea to enjoy the day and watch her mow. It took me a little less than an hour to get all my household chores finished, and when I made out back, Anne looked flustered, standing over the lawnmower. She hadn't even gotten it started yet. When she saw me, she asked me for help getting the mower started, but I sat there sipping my tea and told her the starting instructions were right in front of her.
You just being an asshole. As much as he's trying to teach her a lesson, she should have just left his ass. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, okay. Again, maybe because I have compassion, I wouldn't want to treat somebody that I supposed to be marrying this way. But again, compassion and empathy doesn't go far with these motherfucker types, right?
Reminded her that strong women can do anything a man can do. She got angry, but I told her that this is what she wanted. I'm not sure if it was her pride or stubbornness, but eventually she got the mower started, and almost 2 hours later, she finished mowing the grass. It was terrible. There were patches that she had missed, and the yard looked like crap. I pointed out the places that she missed, and I could tell she was furious, but she finished the job and didn't speak to me for the rest of the day. Bro, please tell me somewhere you have pictures or video clips of this going on. I would love to have this. Shit, I would put it on the freaking channel. That's how funny this is. Guys, you know what this sounds to me?
Be careful. You're training her to be self-sufficient. You wanna be careful about that shit. You trying to teach her a lesson. You teaching her lessons in self-sufficiency. You don't want to start doing that, especially being an asshole. I know I've taught my daughter shit in being self-sufficient, but that's because I wanted her to remain self-sufficient. These are the type of motherfuckers that don't want to teach her how to do the shit herself, because if she start doing the shit herself and she feels that she don't need your ass, then you've been the instrument of your own demise. God damn, I remember playing a game where somebody was like that. What did it say? I wanted to make you the ultimate warrior. And Ares succeeded, didn't he? Anyway, let's go.
This reminds me of The Cosby Show. For you guys late 30s on up that watched that show when you were growing up, how the Cosby parents, Phil and Claire Huxtable, whenever the kids did something stupid and they wanted to teach them a lesson, they'd come up with these very creative ways to teach them a life lesson. That's what this whole thing reminds me of.
You heard that shit right. He was teaching his fiance a lesson like she was her child, she was his child. Yeah, shit. That's who you want to marry later on. Somebody that will teach you a lesson like you're their child. Let's continue.
Yeah. And yes, I'm comparing the teaching a lesson to children here, like this scenario, because so many times women behave like children.
Oh, he just flat out says it. Okay, cool. Cool, dude. Yeah, you're right on the money for that one, because you're strong and successful. Let's go.
This went on for the next couple of weeks. Basically, I didn't do anything for her. I did my share and nothing more. It's amazing how much free time you have when you're not doing so much work. I'd gotten into the habit of sitting on the patio, reading a book while she was mowing. I would occasionally glance up and see her struggling to push the mower and sweating like a escort in church. It was a Wednesday when everything came to where we are now.
Why don't you just say hooker in church? Like, the fuck? Oh, okay. All right, let's go.
I was reading on the patio while she was mowing the grass, and the sound of the lawnmower turned off and caught my attention. When I looked up, Anne was on her knees in the grass crying. The last line of defense. Thinking she might have been hurt, I ran over to where she was and she threw herself into my arms when I dropped down beside her. She was crying and apologizing to me, saying how sorry she was for thinking I was taking advantage of her.
I personally... Oh, okay, let's hear the rest of the story.
She told me she started doing the things that she had taken for granted, and she never knew how much work I did, and she was ashamed of how she treated me. Ashamed after she had to do all this stuff for a month? I'm not a cruel person. I love this woman. I gathered her up and took her inside. We had a long talk about everything. She spent most of her time apologizing to me. I told her I loved her and wanted to be with her, but how much she had hurt me when she was attacking me for the only thing I'd ever done was protect and provide for her. She begged me to forgive her and asked me what she could do to make things right between us. Well, I could think of a few things she could do.
Of course he would. Of course he would actually say that shit. Of course. What's up, Bill? Oh my God, this is a fucking idiot. Of course he's. Oh yeah. Like, I'm not above sexual play in a relationship. Fuck, like like I've literally quoted the Alucard line from Hellsing Ultimate. Oh, you dirty bitch, work the shaft. But as punishment for her doing something, no. I don't need to punish somebody for making me feel bad. I need to punish a woman for making me feel good. You're a dirty little girl. You're a dirty little girl. Let me spank you. Okay, that's a little bit different. All right, let's go. Let's go.
That was easy. I told her that she had to quit the poetry group and cut Kelly out of her life because she was a toxic harpy that almost ruined our 7-year relationship.
Exactly. Stop doing the shit that you like to do that's independent of me and be on my dick harder. Like, this is what I knew this was going to come out. He just didn't want to end a poetry group. But let's go.
Damn right, brother. She agreed and blocked her number on the spot. She never went back to the poetry group again. Since then, we've been working on our communication, and while I've resumed doing the more physical chores around the house, I've maintained things like cooking and cleaning be a 50-50 split. I'm not going to lie, Anne has never treated me as well as she does now. Imagine.
And then everybody clapped. What the fuck? Okay. Okay. Here's the thing. And I hate that the recording messed up earlier, but this is some of the stupidest shit that I've ever heard. Like, really, dog. Really. Like, this just sounds like a Reddit post. Oh, she let her feminist friends talk to me any kind of way, and I taught her that I do most of the work. Ha ha ha. But let's go.
Imagine that. Now, guys, remember that pedestal thing I was talking about? A typical nice guy who puts his girl on the pedestal would never do this. But he's like, okay, I showed you my hands. I'm willing. You see, I'm ready to walk. So this is what you got to do. And she's like, fine, I could do 50-50. Okay, mowing the lawn, all this other stuff, and he kept her doing it. A nice guy never would have done that, let alone after mowing the lawn the first time, he would have caved. This guy, no.
Okay. Here's an idea. You don't teach your partner a lesson like they're a fucking child. You insecure little bitch of a man. But no, you need to teach people like they're a child, because that's the only thing that you feel. You need to feel like you're more important than other people. But no. You are a dumb fuck. That's the thing. You are a dumb fuck. And for you to actually even just say that, yeah, you need to teach them like they're a child, lets us know how insecure you are and how many relationships you really haven't been in. I will never, in a sense, make it where, oh yeah, I need to teach this person that I want to spend my life with or spend some time with. I'm going to teach them a lesson by being an objective asshole to them. It's not worth all of that. It's not. But idiots like this feel like you need to do that. But let's go.
You're going to mow the lawn, do all these things until finally she broke. Just like with kids. Like the Cosby Show. I told her I didn't want to have a little woman around the house that would just do what I wanted. I want a partner I can share my life with. I think the reality check that she insisted on was a real eye-opener for her. She's told me many times that she had no idea how much I did around the house and how hard I worked to keep our home in good order. She promised to never take me granted again. I guess time will tell. I asked her at one point how she could ever let what Kelly was telling her make her ignore the life we had, and she didn't really understand it.
Kelly was looking at. That's what was happening. Kelly was looking at. Oh shit. Let's go.
She said she got caught up in the emotions of it to the point that she was ignoring what she knew about me. Caught up in the emotions. This is a perfect example why men need to be the leaders, pretty much in everything, or in everything. Caught up in the emotions, and look how she acted. 7 years with this guy who's great. Caught up in the emotions.
Okay, I'm done with this dude. Hey, check it out. Hey, Peter. Peter.
Done.
This shit is actually really fucking crazy. The fact that he actually just like, yeah, this is why women, because they're emotional and all that other good shit. It's stupid. It really is stupid. But anyway, guys, like, share, subscribe. I don't know if I'm gonna put this clip out anyway, but yeah, this is the dumbest shit that I've ever heard. Oh man. Oh man, oh man, oh man. So I've inked this. And with me inking this, wow, this is just so you guys can see it, get more of the full picture. Gotta let it dry for a little bit because the ink is still wet. What I'm gonna do is erase it and then go in there and kind of clean up the colors and shit like that. Oh man. Alright, let's is just chat not working? I guess it isn't. Anyway, like I said, guys, like and subscribe. What I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to deal with the financial emergency that I've had recently over the last week. If you guys want to help donate to the channel, either like by becoming a YouTube, by donating on YouTube with either the Cash App or the PayPal in the description, or dropping bits, or even subscribing on the Twitch, it will be greatly appreciated. I want to get this to a point where I can actually color it. Again, I need to have the everything dried so I can actually color it and see what parts that I'm missing. That's the one thing about like doing it all in one take. You kind of not know what you're missing and what you need to color, especially when you're just using the same page. All right, let's get to the next video. All right. Now I know a lot of people may ask, like, Crimson, why don't you have the same kind of mentality as a lot of these other guys? Is it because you're just so intelligent? Is it because you're so handsome and you are so wise beyond your years? Yes, and because I know what type of women I like. I know the type of women that I can connect with, have fun with, and touch very, very good naughty parts with. I understand the concept of not going after somebody in your class, but going after somebody that actually meets what you like out of a person, and not just, oh, they look this way, they look that way. No, like I've always said, I like a big titty goth chick that likes anime. And you wonder why a lot of my drawings have women that have big titties. Anyway, let's listen to what Wheat Waffles tells us who we should actually date. Shall we?
A lot of guys often ask me, Wheat, who are the ideal women to date?
People that fit your category, not what somebody else is. That just seems like the thing you should actually do. Date women who fit what you want out of a mate, out of a person. Is that wrong? All right, let's go.
And where can I find one? Well, in this video, I believe I have the answer. About a year ago, I released this video. 130,000 views and counting. In this, I broke down the trade-off between the importance of looks and game and how much you need of each to be successful in the dating market as a man.
Oh, this is just like, wait, what? Wait, what? This is just like, wait, what? Did he really come up with this? Oh God, I'm gonna have to find that video. Looks versus confidence for dating. I'm gonna have to find that video. I'm gonna have to find that video. As a matter of fact, let me look for that video right now. Oh, we're gonna go over that video. We're gonna go over that video. Looks versus, what did he have it? Confidence. Well, we can just look at it. We can search right there. Ha 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 ha. Oh God. Yeah, we're gonna go over that video. Save to playlist. Yes. Response videos. Okay, let's go. Be kind and thoughtful. Be confident. Be tall and handsome. That's not a thing, dog. All right, let's go. Let's go.
Well, today I'm going to be doing the exact same, but this time doing the charts for women. So without further ado, let's get this started. Like the men's graph, there are two axes. The x-axis is the same, which is the 1 to 10 rating scale for looks. There's not much explanation needed here because you should all know what the various ratings mean by now. And even if you're not an avid follower of my channel, chances are you still would have heard guys talking about rating women's looks out of 10 in your day-to-day life. So that's the x-axis.
Yeah, but my goal for a 7 or 8 is different with some guys 7 or 8 is. Not everybody has the same standard. Like, don't think people like this get that. Like, I would rate a skinny woman less than somebody that had big titties. Like, I would rate somebody that has, you know, thighs better than somebody that has an ass. Like, how you gonna have all that ass but no thighs? Like, I being an asshole.
As for the y-axis, this is different to the men's and takes a little more explaining. I've labelled it as purity. In my opinion, this encompasses a variety of factors.
Okay. I'm sorry. I'm fucking sorry. There are some chicks that I know that are more pure than others that would just be a fucking nightmare to have sexy time with. I'm sorry, that's not a thing that like no, dog, no. That is not a thing that happens. I would not want to sleep with some of these chicks that are pure or wholesome or the other. It's just so fucking irritating. It's about as irritating as this fucking erases I'm doing. But let's go.
With some of the main points being, but not limited to, 1. A low partner count. 2. Never cheated in any previous relationships. 3. No history of illicit substance use. 4. Not lazy. 5. Not entitled.
Wait, how is not lazy part of purity? Wait, what? Wait, why don't you just say ethics, not purity? Just say ethics. Just say ethics. Oh my God. Okay.
6. No children in the picture. 7. No social media vanity. 8.
Wait, you can't feel like you look good either? You want her to look good but not feel like she look good. Okay, like the fuck? Like, some of this shit is just crazy. But anyway, let's go.
8. Linking into this, no risque posts on social media. 9. Financially independent. 10. Has a good relationship with her parent.
I don't care. I don't care if you have a good relationship with your parents or not. I don't care. Do you treat people with respect? Do you treat people with decency? I don't care. Your parents can be shit people. Am I supposed to hold that against you because your parents are shit people and you turned out the way that I feel that a person should turn out? No, I'm not gonna hold that against you. All right, let's go. And antidote Annie, right? So I was talking to a friend of mine, and I'm not saying that her parents are anywhere near bad. I don't want to actually put that out there, but her parents, doesn't like some of the choices that she made in life, and I have to say, okay, does that stop me from wanting to be around her? No. And I know a lot of people are like that. Why aren't they married, or why don't they have this? Some people don't want to follow that path. I don't get it. But let's continue.
And finally, 11. Most of these factors will also take into account her age as well. For example, I think most people would agree it's more concerning if a woman who's 18 has a partner count of 10 than a woman who's 25 having a count of 15. So, all of these fall under the umbrella.
Again, it just sounds like ethics with your little bit of insecurity built in. That's what it sounds like. It just sounds like ethics. Okay, yeah, sure, whatever.
Of purity. And I believe missing just 1 or 2 can automatically mean a woman gets a purity rating of less than 5, or what a lot of people colloquially refer to as red flags. Anyway.
Wait, is it a red flag that she never cheated? Okay. This is crazy because you can tell this is somebody who just has not had a serious relationship, or the serious relationship that he has had has been hella toxic. But let's go.
Anyway, now you understand the graph, I'm going to start dividing the chart into different categories, for which there are 4 distinct zones. The first line to be drawn goes straight down the middle and splits this graph into 2. On the left are women below a 5 in attractiveness. On the right are women above a 5. The purpose of this line is to create an important distinction between what men do and do not find physically attractive. Now, of course, as some of you may correct...
Wait, Now, there are some things that I can point out on both sides that men find attractive and don't find attractive. On both sides. And maybe it's just me, and maybe what is shit that I like. But it's not just looking at a woman's face, but it's about, as LSG said, it's about her body all over my body. Okay, let's go.
Be thinking right now, it is possible some guys may find women to the left of this line as somewhat attractive. Hence why in various Tinder experiments on YouTube, when people create fake profiles of unattractive women, they still get hundreds of matches and dozens of guys.
That's because some men don't have any standards and should have standards to make them sit. Okay, let's go.
Offering for meetups. However, this line of division is still important because I think it goes without saying that the guys approaching women over here are acting out of pure desperation at this point. I'd say unless the guy is really unattractive himself, it's extremely unlikely he'll approach one of these women with seriousness and a desire of taking things further. To put it simply, think the distinguishing...
Again, one of those things is what do you mean seriousness? No, I like having fun with, it's, again, a lot of these red pill, black pill people, they don't care about personality. All they care about is looks. Notice, nothing in his whole thing has he said anything about personality. He just said purity, like ethics. Ethics and personality and looks are something that always go into whether deciding if you want to be around somebody or not. But this shit doesn't even matter to these people. But let's go.
Factor this line makes is that most guys won't want to be seen out in public with anyone this side of the line. So, this is the
shit. I don't care. As a matter of fact, I will go out with somebody that you motherfucking incels will feel bad that, oh, I don't see how she got a man, because it pisses you off. It makes you mad. So kiss my black naked ass, because it pisses you off that I have a chick, may have 2 or 3 of them, and they know about each other, and you don't, you dumb fuck. But let's go.
Main line I have of the chart. However, on this side there is one more line splitting this section again into 2. The purpose of this line is that it serves as an explanation for the point touched upon a minute ago, where desperate guys message unattractive women on Tinder. I wasn't 100% sure where to draw this, but my guess is it falls somewhere between the 3 to 4 mark.
It's got to be a reason why guys are other than like, just like they don't follow your same bullshit that you have. It's got to be a reason. It's got to be some kind of way. It's got to be some kind of excuse of these guys desperately connecting with these women. Yeah, they may like their personalities. They can talk a good game. Like, women have got game too. Women got game. But let's continue.
Anyway, this creates our first 2 zones. Zone 1 to the left is what guys might say, never in a lifetime, keeping things respectful. Meanwhile, for the second category, this zone might be referred to as one time and one time only. Anyway, first diving a little deeper into zone 1. I'd say it's unfortunate for the women here, as they aren't able to generate any positive emotions from guys or feelings of physical attraction. This might be referred to as the femcel zone for women. Now, I know a few members of my audience might dispute the existence of this category.
Yeah, because y'all motherfuckers don't understand that it's more than just looks for a woman. It's more than just looks for a man too. And for immature motherfucking bastards like y'all that only think about looks, of course you guys gonna dispute that. Because you think a guy will sleep with just anything. There have been women that I've turned down that looked amazing. Like fucking Jesse Lee Peterson says, amazing. But they were just like shit people. There are women who are my friends that I will never stick my dick in. They're attractive. I may like them. We may fool around, but I will never stick my dick in them because they're crazy. And that they know that I've actually told them. But it's just like, no, fuck no. We're not going that way. Okay, let's go.
Agree, but I'm pretty sure just about every guy can agree. They know of some women out there they wouldn't desire even if they were paid. However, with this said, I won't deny the population of this category is small. Less than 2% say.
Oh god, he has to make up a formula, and when his formula automatically comes out with some shit that is just like within reason based on his bullshit ass formula. It's like, no, it's small. It's like less than 2%. Less than 2% of women actually are undateable completely because reasons. Even though I just put a whole category of women in this one section, less than 2%. Like, no, dog. That's not a thing. You are literally saying there are more women that are femcels than are women that are not exactly straight. Like, what the fuck? All right, let's go.
In contrast, taking a look at the adjacent zone, I'd say this makes up roughly 20% of the population. And an interesting point for this zone is it's arguable the women here actually have it worse than the women in zone 1. For women in this category, they may be considered just attractive enough to have guys offering to come over on dating apps or similar.
It's the people that don't get none. Hey, whoa, they got it bad. But the people that only can get some once, they got it worse. Like the fuck? How does that even sound, right? How does that even sound? Oh my god, that sounds just even worse. That just sounds like maybe they have personality issues that they need to take care of. I don't know. Like maybe that's a thing that happens. Oh god, this is some crazy shit. Let's go.
Similarly, have heavily intoxicated men approach them at a club. But besides the...
Is that like the time that... Like, what's wrong with that chick? Wait, what's wrong with that chick? It's nothing wrong when I see with this chick right here. If she has a banging personality, we hanging out. We may go to a club, but we may hang out. Watch some fucking Netflix and chill. A lot. Repeatedly. Are you still watching while I'm clapping those cheeks? Come over, let's cook a meal. Like, all right, let's go.
These two things, this is where the road ends. Women who fall in this category will next to never have a man who's a 5 or above ever offering any form of commitment, whether that's short term or long term. And if a man does go with a woman here for one night, he'll do his best to deny it to his friends. He'll sweep it under the rug and basically pretend like it never happened.
Dude, you self-reporting like a motherfucker. You are self-reporting like a motherfucker. Now, mind you, he did actually say one time he was, out with a woman. They were cool to hang out with, and then like they started I don't know, they had some fun. But yeah, no, that's, I don't know. Let's go.
A couple of other common occurrences are the man unmatching or blocking as soon as he's on his way out, the man feeling an immediate sense of regret and disgust afterwards, and, as touched upon earlier, the man avoiding the possibilities of being seen out in public with her at all costs. So, that's it for the first two categories. If you've enjoyed the first half of this video, now is a good time to press the like button and...
No, I didn't enjoy this video at all. But let's go. Let's hear what else he has to say.
Leave your thoughts in the comments below as it helps the YouTube algorithm. Now carrying on to the right hand side of the graph. Like the left, there is one more line to be drawn on the chart, which is this line here. A slight downward slant going from about a 7 purity to 5. This forms the final two sections. The one above is relationship material, meaning women that guys will happily date for the long term and freely give.
I wonder how many of these women actually, oh god, would actually, like, just looking at the shit that I've done, this picture, like, how many women actually fits into this motherfucker's stereotype? Like, I will say this, I know this one's gonna have pink hair. Of course, she's gonna have pink hair. This one's gonna have blue hair feminist. Like, wow. It's just okay. You spent half of your video just shitting on women. Who hurt you? Let's go.
Their commitments. Then the category beneath is short-term dating, or FWB. Starting with short term, this category encompasses a rather large area and indicates the...
He does know that friends with benefits is a relationship, right? He does know that, right? He knows that's a relationship. It may not be exclusive or monogamous, but that's a relationship that happens. Like... Okay. Do you make her yours? Does she, like, is she your possession? Like, friends with benefits, that's a relationship. It is one. Like that's a relationship. Okay, maybe I'm actually looking at this the wrong way because like a lot of the relationships I've had since I've actually my me and my ex split up were friends with benefits, but no, I didn't take anything away from it. Like, it's actually cool, and I actually have friends, and we've stopped sleeping together, but we're still friends. So, all right, let's go.
The group of women that guys do find physically attractive enough to date, but due to them lacking certain qualities like the ones I pointed out earlier, most men are cautious and hesitant of committing to them for the long term. Now, some of you might be thinking, what is the purpose of the slope? Why is it the more attractive the girl is, the less purity she needs to be seen worthy of commitment? Well,
because you're a child and you think that a woman is only most usefulness is her looks. That's why. Like you said that before. Like it's not bad to find out. It's not hard to find out. You have literally said that. Like that's a thing that you said. But let's go.
The reason is because most guys will give a little bit of leeway for women that are highly attractive. The halo effect is partially at play here, which is when people subconsciously associate positive qualities to good-looking people and negative qualities to unattractive people. However, I also think there is some rational thinking going on as well. If I personally were to date an average attractiveness woman, for me to see things going long-term with her, I'd want to see her carrying lots of other great qualities and values too. Meanwhile, if a woman is extremely attractive, as long as she's middle of the road in other areas, I'd still see her as date-worthy. Some of my audience might class this as simping.
It is.
As I'm giving special treatment for more attractive women, but I think it's just a case of human nature. No one is denying men...
No, it's your taste. Like, that's the whole bad part about a lot of these incel motherfuckers. It's they use their taste, their own, like, how they feel about the world to kind of, like, say what the rules of the world should actually be. And no, motherfucker, that's not how it works. It's not how it works. That's not how any of this works. But anyway, let's go.
Care about looks and would prefer to date a more attractive woman, providing it doesn't lead to a mismatch in power, which I've talked about in previous videos. I'll put it this way, if you had the choice of dating either a 5 out of 10 woman or a 7 out of 10 woman and they both had the exact same levels of purity...
How is their personality, you dumb fuck? Not purity, personality. How are they? Wait. Why does the one that seems to be a 5 more attractive? Is it because she got darker skin? Is that the reason why he finds her less attractive? This is why how attractive somebody looks is subjective. Because literally,
guys would choose.
The 5 looks more attractive to me than the 7. I'm just so confused with that. But let's continue.
It's a 7 out of 10 woman every single time. Another point for why the line is drawn like this is because notice how no part of the long-term relationship section dips below a 5 in terms of purity. Guys, you must understand this. No matter how attractive a woman is, if she's below a 5 in terms of purity, you cannot go into a long-term relationship with her. It always backfires.
Again, why? What is it about your level of what you call purity works for you and you don't think it'll work for anybody else? Explain that to me.
For example, say she's cheated on previous partners. Who's to say there's nothing to stop her doing the exact same thing to you? When guys choose to date women because they're attractive, while simultaneously turning a completely blind eye to clear and obvious red flags, this is one of the purest forms of simping possible. This is why the cutoff line is so important, and shows why you mustn't ever jeopardize on what you know is and isn't acceptable just because a woman is attractive. I'm going to make 2 more quick points before moving on to the scattered distributions onto this chart. 1. Notice how for women below a 5 in attractiveness, their purity means literally nothing in terms of changing their dating life. This is why you see so many unattractive women who are promiscuous.
Oh god. Oh fuck. Like, no, if she's ugly, I don't care how good of a character she has. I don't give a fuck if she's ugly, man. Fuck that. No throwing a paper bag over her head and like fucking the shit out of her or being in a friends with benefit relationship with her. Like, no. If she's ugly, then fuck her. Well, don't fuck her because she's ugly. Like, the fuck? Like, this is crazy. But let's continue.
Because they're not looking for an intelligent guy who is aware of the risks of committing to her. Rather, she's seeing as many guys as possible, knowing most of them will run, and she's banking on one sucker who ignores all the mistakes she's made in her past and eludes himself into thinking he's lucky to be getting in a relationship with her. The second point to make, which is
Wait, what? Wait, what? Like, oh my god, this shit is crazy. Like, just like to hear this shit, the way they talk about it, it's just like, no, a woman, she is only searching for that relationship. And not only for that relationship, because if she searches for anything other than that relationship, she may end up 40 with no kids and nobody to take care of her and shit like that. And then she'll die alone because of reasons. But let's go.
in contrast to the first, notice how purity for women above a 5 in attractiveness really can go a long way in terms of her ability to get the relationship she wants. I often hear women complain saying guys only care about looks, but
you are proving that point. You are fucking proving that point. Oh my god, this whole video is you proving that point. I don't care about it. Like, your made up standard of purity doesn't matter if the woman isn't as attractive as your standards would actually be. You are proving that point right here, right now. But let's go.
if I'm honest, in today's day and age, it is purity that is rarer and thus more sought after by guys in the dating market. Nowadays, attractive women are 2 a penny.
Okay, so you're right. There are men like you who are uncomfortable with the fact that a woman has saw another person's penis and or vagina, and it makes you insecure, and so you look for not the coded language of, oh, this standard of made up standard of purity. You look for the literal purity, because if she's seen another penis who happens to be bigger than yours, you're always gonna be thinking about it like some kind of fucking cuck. Oh, she's been fucked by somebody who has a bigger penis than me. Oh, she's gonna leave me soon. Okay. Like, no, that's not how it works. But yeah, these motherfuckers think that's how it works. Well, let's go.
I see them all the time. On the flip side, how many women out there hold good relationship building values? My answer is not that many. This is why, for the last part of the video, I'm going to show where I believe most women place on the chart, i.e. where I believe the highest concentrations are across both scales. I think it looks something like this. So, in terms of attractiveness,
Oh god, he thinks most women get friends with benefits or one night stands, and that's all they deserve. Like, tell me you don't know how to have a relationship without telling me you don't know how to. Okay, let's go. Let's see what his explanation is.
most women fall around the middle, implying there are more 5s, 6s and 7s around compared with either 8s and 9s or 2s and 3s. I actually think the average woman is closer to a 6 than a 5, so I've skewed the average slightly to the right. That's my experience, and in fact, pretty much the only women I see on a day-to-day that are below a 5 are just overweight and not much else.
Oh god. Oh god. They're just overweight and not much else. Like, dude, what is your standard, man? What is your standard? What is your standard? What is your standard? You dumb fuck. Alright, let's go. Like, he was a rising star out of the red pill, black pill community. And, like, you can only hear that same talking bullshit for so long, because basically what ends up happening is a lot of these red pill motherfuckers, they say the same thing. But the audience that they play to needs to hear the same thing without actually, tuning them out. That's why you see, even with the Kevin Samuel, before he died, he was getting pushed out for other people like Fresh and Fit, and then Fresh and Fit got exposed to be some immature whiny little motherfuckers, and now people are searching around and they're on just pearly things, and it's just one of those things where it's just like this red pill, black pill bullshit is basically the first audience that they shit on are guys. But let's continue.
I believe it's very unlikely for a woman who's young, in good shape, and has decent makeup to be below a 5. Now taking a look at purity, and unfortunately I think this has gotten very bad recently. In the last video I provided data to show the average 18 to 24 year old woman now has a partner count of 5, which is...
Oh my god, she has a partner count of 5. What do we ever do? She's seen 5 penises and or vaginas. Oh my god. I'm being an asshole. Let's go.
Is at its highest levels compared to any previous generations. What's more is the women that are higher up in the charts, the women that are more desirable for long term, a lot of them will already be paired off in long term relationships. So when you just look at the available dating market, I'd say the picture looks even less ideal. Therefore, as of now and what's becoming ever more so in the future, I think there will only be slimmer and slimmer pickings in the dating market.
Why do you say that? Like, I understand his bullshit reasoning, but again, what are you looking at as far as what you're trying to get out of women versus what are your standards in conjunction with what are you seeing out there? Like, for real. Because I'm not having any issues. But again, I'm probably looking for different things than what he is. But let's continue.
Anyway, that's all the points for the video. If you enjoyed watching, make sure you press the like button and leave any thoughts you have in the comments below, as it helps the YouTube.
Done. But yeah, no, like a lot of this shit just seems like he is projecting. And with that projection, I don't know. Like I said, I don't have any problems with dating. Once I actually started talking with that one individual, seeing where her head is at, and then from there we kind of connect and shit like that. But that's just me. I know what I want. Anyway, like, share, subscribe, and all the other good shit. And we're gonna cut this segment here. Oh god, I've been I wanted to get that video off the way.
To get a baby.
No. All right.
Elon Musk.
I want to actually do one final video, then I'm gonna call it a day. All right, so, and then we're gonna actually do this because I'm gonna put this away. Been working on this for like a few hours right now, so we're gonna actually finish inking this off the stream, but I want to actually get to this video. So yeah, let's go ahead and do this. So I normally don't cover TYT videos because they have their own platform, and I don't want to actually I don't want to seem like I'm taking their content and responding to the shit just to get easy views. But this I had to respond to because this is the guy who kind of like got Charlie Kirk, where he like tricked them into believing that the elephant fetus is the same as a human fetus. And yeah, let's hear this shit. Let's go.
Has finally suspended rapper Ye, or Kanye West's account, after he shared an image of a swastika inside of a Jewish Star of David. Musk finally taking action, too little, too late, due to his friendship with the formerly talented rapper turned evil monster.
So Yeah, Kanye West got on Twitter for like a week, and then all of a sudden he started doing stupid shit. They got his account banned again because free speech on a public platform that can be sued for crazy shit. They're going to monitor the shit that you say. Hello, Elon. I know you're a dumb fuck, but it was a reason why things have terms of service. You know, like the Tesla cars that you say you are the founder of the company, even though you weren't there in the founder of the company. You know how they like to explode, and you put in the terms and conditions that, you know, yeah, they may explode, or you put in the terms and conditions that the full self-driving car isn't full self-driving. You know those things, Elon? Yeah, no, fuck. Let's go.
Earlier this fall, when the musician tweeted he would go DEFCON 3 on Jewish people, Musk tweeted he had talked to Ye. Musk said October 10th, I expressed my concerns about his recent tweet, which I think he took to heart. Well, I guess he didn't take them to heart at all, which is why you need actual policies, not BS. I felt his soul garbage.
My man's is mad as hell, and he has every right, as you can actually see with this clip. Let's go.
Musk tweeted last night, I tried my best. Despite that, he again violated our rule against incitement to violence. Will be suspended, excuse me. Musk wrote overnight to a Twitter user telling him to fix Kanye. Ye's Twitter account appeared with a message saying account suspended on Friday. It was unclear how long it would last. Ye's most recent insane anti-Semitic tweet followed a litany of anti-Semitic comments that have deservingly destroyed his business deals. In an interview yesterday.
And yes, Kanye West deserves all the bullshit that he's getting because he's been doing this shit for a while. I remember when he said slavery was a choice, everybody was like, whoa. Like, no, it's like, no, it wasn't. It was either slave or die. And the motherfuckers who say slave or die would never be the ones that pick up a motherfucking gun to defend their country. But let's go.
Today with far-right, insane conspiracy theorist and InfoWars founder Alex Jones while sitting next to Ye's new best friend, Holocaust denier white nationalist Nick Fuentes, human scum, during which former human Kanye West said, I like Hitler, and even worse, which is somehow possible, said this.
I don't like Nazis, and I don't like what some of the mafias are doing either.
I know. Okay, so here's the thing. Remember that Channel 5 interview that we covered where Alex Jones was saying, I did this, I did that? This is how fucking Andrew Callahan felt during that interview, that whole interview. Alex Jones is like, no, dude, stop, shut up. Like, it was like that scene in Naruto where the Nine Tails was telling everybody to shut the fuck up. But let's go.
Hitler. I love Jewish people, but I also love Nazis.
Oh, man.
That same look that Andrew Callahan had. Just like, the fuck did he just say? Oh my God. And Alex Jones is thinking like, fuck, shut the fuck up. We already owe $2 billion. Shut the fuck up. But let's go.
Well, I have to disagree with that. You're not Hitler. You're not a Nazi. You don't deserve to be called that and demonized.
Well, I see good things about Hitler also, and I'm done with that. I'm done with the classifications. Every human being has something of value that they brought to the
What's your value, Kanye? Your insanity?
table, especially Hitler.
Especially Hitler, he says. And then he goes on, this piece of garbage, this bastard, cowering behind a mask when he says his most incendiary things.
Yes, and a lot of people forget that. This motherfucker's wearing a fucking black Ku Klux Klan lid, basically.
Thinking he's being fashion forward, instead he's being hate forward. Went on to deny the Holocaust and the realities of it. Please play this clip.
I like Hitler.
I don't like Hitler. I know you're trying to be shocking with that.
I'm not trying to be shocking. I like Hitler. I do not.
Like, it's just the fact that Alex Jones is actually doing this shit. Like, fuck, shut the fuck up. You are gonna cost me another $2 million. Shut the fuck up. All right, let's go.
The Holocaust is not what happened. Let's look at the facts of that. And Hitler has a lot of redeeming qualities. It's like he had a really cool outfit and stuff, and he was a really good architect. And
so you're in love with the look of it.
And he didn't kill 6 million Jews. That's just like factually incorrect.
I mean, like, he gave the order. He set up the people in order to do it. So yeah, he did it. He fucking did it. He did it. But let's go.
This bastard will be stopped now. This is over. I will not allow this hate monger to spread hate yet again in this world against my people or against any good people in this planet, against any marginalized group or any group in this planet. This ill-educated...
Like, listen to this shit. This shit is fucking crazy. But let's go.
Monster who is only in it for himself, that can no longer stand. He will not be allowed to normalize white supremacy in this world, and he will not be allowed to normalize Adolf Hitler, the monster of all monsters, who killed factually 6 million Jews and up to 5 million other people. Do you understand? That will not ever again stand. He turned...
I mean, like, people know about the Holocaust, but they never talk about the Romanis in you know, terms that they were holocausted, the mentally ill, the disabled. These were the first people holocausted. But let's continue.
Down the invite to go to the Museum of Tolerance. Go to a concentration camp in Germany, you moron. You despicable human being in it only for yourself. My family was killed by Hitler and the Nazis during the Holocaust. This right here is my grandfather. This is my hero, okay? My grandfather, his parents right here, slaughtered by Adolf Hitler. His 4 brothers slaughtered by Adolf Hitler. It's my grandpa on my dad's side. My grandpa on my mom's side, this is him right here, slaughtered. He was not slaughtered, his parents slaughtered by Adolf Hitler. His 4 brothers slaughtered. This is my grandparents. My grandmother on my mom's side, her 3 brothers and parents slaughtered.
So, one of the things that's going to happen soon is that we're going to miss the people who were there that made it out alive. So, this is why it's important that we never forget the shit actually happens.
By Adolf Hitler. That's 17 deaths just in my family alone. How dare you say it to my face? Take off your mask and say it to my damn face. You son of a... I wish I could swear on the air right now. Where's the condemnation from every entertainer? Where's the condemnation from his best friend, hopefully former friend, Kanye West? Jay-Z rather.
Yeah, this is true. But let's go.
Where's the condemnation from my buddy in comedy, Dave Chappelle, who normalized this kind of anti-Semitic state?
I mean, like, Dave Chappelle is going to be on motherfucking Kanye West side. But let's go.
In his SNL monologue the other day. Why aren't you coming out, Dave, and saying, I was wrong and I condemn in the harshest terms everything that Kanye West is saying?
Because he doesn't condemn it. Let's just be honest. But let's go.
On all good-minded people in this planet to condemn in the strongest terms Kanye West from society ever again. He's done. There's no coming back from this. You are ostracized from life.
Okay, so yeah, nah, fuck that whole like, oh, separate the artist from the art. No. Your art is influenced by the artist. But let's go.
Why are you ostracized? Because you don't deserve it. You are willing to throw an entire group of people and endanger the lives of Jews around the planet so you can make more money and get more fans and hang out with your black person hating Candace Owens' best friend and your Jewish person hating Nick Fuentes' best friend. We need all black people on the planet, please, to support us, the Jewish people, like we've always supported you. We've been together so many times, standing.
This is actually true. The ghettos of like places like Houston, Boston, even Chicago. Yeah, Jewish people have been around helping black folks as in fields that a lot of people didn't, like a lot of white lawyers didn't want to go into, like law, for like criminal law or things where they, you know, the defendant didn't have as much money. This is a thing. But, you know, because you listen to fucking Ice Cube about some shit, oh no, the Jews is taking it away from him. No, you don't. Let's go.
For each other during times of hardship and during times of oppression, please be there with us. Everyone needs to condemn this monster, and any show that ever again allows Kanye West on their air ever again from this day forward, you are an anti-Semitic, racist, bigoted network, a show, and you should never have him on your air, and you will never be respected again if you do.
I mean, like, I still welcome like having somebody like Kanye with like somebody that's gonna just tear into his shit. There's gonna be like an interview that somebody that's gonna just eat his shit alive. But you know, a lot of people who don't feel like look at the interview that happened. I think well, not, it was before this, but look at that interview that they tried to set up with I'm drawing a blank right now. It was gonna be a Twitch interview, and it was just like, no, dog, fuck. Is it Adrian? Or it's like a eight. But anyway, it's just like Kanye West goes, just, if you're gonna go on this platform, if you're gonna go on your platform, just rhetorically and with policy, beat the shit out of his ideas. Well, let's go.
End of story.
Okay. Now, what's really important is that you guys understand that Ben does not stand alone on this. Okay. I was born Muslim, and I agree 100% with what Ben said. And we need to support all of our brothers and sisters when they're attacked. So when
True. Fucking true. Well, let's go.
black people are attacked, we rally, we support them. Okay. Latinos, women, LGBTQ, you name it. And in this case, they're attacking Jews.
So this is the shit that's like, and this is why I want to actually come to it. When it comes down to it, when you have somebody that's from a marginalized group, if you're not going to help, just get the fuck out the way. Just I don't. When it comes down to it, every marginalized group needs the other people in marginalized groups. But if you're not going to help, get the fuck out the way. Shut your ass up. Sit your ass down. It is a reason why I think that the whole Black Panther 2 Wakanda Forever actually worked well. Because you have it where, two nations where they definitely don't like each other. But you stand against the oppressive systems that want to actually take your shit away. And yeah, Wakanda Forever it ended perfectly where Namor is asked by his subordinates, like, yo, why did you link up with them? Like, we were at war with them. It's like, because we're stronger together. Well, let's go.
And we all got to rally, we got to circle the wagons, and we got to make sure that we follow exactly the policy that Ben is outlining here. And so, and I want to say one more thing. When Muslims were attacked in this country, when Donald Trump wanted to do the Muslim ban, and he talked about it on the campaign trail, the number one group that helped Muslim Americans was the Anti-Defamation League.
Exactly. Because here's the thing. When they say never again, they don't mean to just Jewish people. They mean to anybody. But let's go.
Okay, they jumped in and they were strong advocates for us. And during the Civil Rights era, number one advocates for Black Americans were Jewish Americans. They were at almost all the rallies. Dr. King constantly praised them. So understand history. Understand that Kanye West is a hateful bigot. If you allow it to spread, it becomes a cancer, and it becomes more and more toxic. I want to let Mondale weigh in here.
All right, so I don't want to be accused of slandering as a black man, but no, this is the shit that's kind of crazy.
What do you think that these executives are afraid you're going to do to white America?
Probably stop some racism.
Stop racism?
Yeah, they're probably afraid of that, because then people don't hate each other, then people start talking to each other, and then they start talking to each other, they find out who's the problem.
Which is?
Greedy people.
Greedy. I have a couple things I want to ask you there. Do you really think that some of the guys that you dealt with at NBC, no names, right? Because there's lawsuits for that too, that some of these guys really want to promote racism actively, or is it a subconscious?
I just think it's part of capitalism, is to promote racism, you know, right? In order to make things work. If you feel better because you're white and you can get a job, you use that. I mean, you know, I would.
Absolutely.
Say, I'm sorry, Jack, but shit, they say I'm white. I'm going to use this.
Right. Absolutely.
Get this job. I'm hungry, you know. But and that separates people. So they keep people separated, and that keeps them from thinking about the real problem. That's as simple as I see it. Probably it's not that simple, but.
Now, all right, you and I are about the same age, right? We're in our mid-30s. How long is it going to take before guys who think like you, and I say guys who think like me, people who don't want to have racism in the country, people who don't want to be oppressing any minority, whatever it is, sexual, whatever minority, really get into positions of power and can change things?
You can't get in a position of power, it seems, if you think like that. It seems that the only time you get in a position of power is if you're like the people that are in power. To me, I mean, that's the way it goes. I mean, people that get to become executives become like the people that were already executives.
I don't know, maybe...
They go in with good intentions, but it eats them up. It's like a cesspool, you know, it just gets on you and it starts
the system
eating.
Levels them.
Pretty soon it's all gone.
Is that what a cesspool sounds like?
Yes.